M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
EA Sports. For the right to return here in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 56, here we go from Los Angeles. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Jacksonville.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This from 25 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Third down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
Ravens, nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Orchestrating the offense, a man born back in 1990 in Pocatello, Idaho. That's Taysom Hill.
I enjoyed watching him play at BYU and was always rooting for him. But unfortunately, most seasons he played there were cut short by injury. So when he got to the NFL, many people thought he was an absolute long shot. He has found a way to make himself invaluable to a team and has the ability that when he gets on the field, can make plays with his legs.
From the 29, Hill rolling to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On first down, it's Hill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be second down.
He was covered by CJ.
Off of play action, Hill. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's it's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K'Lavon Chaisson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
32-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Jaguars 6, Ravens 3.
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Six-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 3.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Golden Tate, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They trail by 10, 13-3, as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On the tackle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Hill going to try and run with it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
So he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Hill. Rolling to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11 at the 41.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
Ravens 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense.
And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll try the air now with Hill sliding out of the pocket. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Option play, and Hill will keep it.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he sheds himself free. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead. And now they'll look to extend that lead. That's good for 28 yards. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now here come the Ravens. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill, quick slant to Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
47 is the mic. 47.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Ravens 6.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Jaguars take over first down.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Jags grab it. And he's got room. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on 26-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun. Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
Hill's pass.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
from the gun. Here's Hill. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
Hill's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard. And
they'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the
haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end to Njoku. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back to throw here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Down and 10.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Hill. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Hill.
48-yard line.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
42. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Hill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. To the air again. Hill. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hill. And he's going to go down again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Baltimore Raven.
Operating from the gun. Hill. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Boyle. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
A 42-yard attempt.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember,